Hello everyone, this is your Professor Sir Brian Asibuche, and today we will be discussing the part 2 of Chapter 1, Information and Communication Technologies. And this is e-commerce and internet marketing. So to begin with, I would like to give you a reminder that habang tayo po ay nagla-lesson, don't forget to write uh, informations or details that will be presented here through your study notebook or scratch lang muna because at the end of this session or at the end of the day, I will be requiring you to submit your study notebook on our Google Classroom. And let's begin with our discussion. So previously, we have discussed the first part of ICT, which we talk about the following. And now we will focus on the second part of this topic, which will be covering the role of ICT in value chain, concept of convergence, the impact of ICT in industry and business, digitalization of products and services, the microchip technology, the changing role of television and telephone. Okay, so here is a table showing the information technology supporting primary activities in the value chain. So given the capabilities of the ICTs described last meeting, certain specific applications of ICT find their way to the value chain process and all the way to the specific functional areas. Examples of the specific applications of ICT as applied in business setting are shown in this table. So this table, the primary activities of the value chain can be greatly improved by employing computers than using commercial software. So for instance, inbound logistics tasks can be made simpler by employing just-in-time system or using process control systems in the case of production and operation systems in factories. So in the secondary activities of the value chain, communication within and outside the business organization can be made more expedient by adopting the electronic mail function of computers and the internet. Hiring of employees can be easily done by posting vacancies in the company's website, and procurement of required office supplies or raw material inputs to production can be also done using the firm's website. There is available commercial software that will allow advertising and marketing of products and services only, and auction schemes can be also done online. So a diagrammatic representation on the application of information and communication technology in a value chain process is shown in this figure naman, which illustrates information systems supporting value activities. The presentation in this image, as shown, is just a simple and basic application where ICT can play a role in various aspects of functions of doing its business. So at the beginning, the role of ICT in the value chain or value creation process may be as simple as the use of word processing technologies, then transcend to more technical options in logistics or production system in a manner that ICT's contribution is considered laudable in profit and money terms. So let's see the concept of convergence. So the fusion of computer technology with telecommunication system provided an excellent opportunity to expand its horizon, resulting to application of computer beyond the physical boundaries or tabletop or rooms where computer units are installed. So this is a scenario that allowed computers to be connected using telecommunication lines and eventually power lines, thus allowing fast transmission of information anywhere in the world. So the electronic link up of various devices in the context of local and wide area networks gave rise to the concept of convergence. So when we say convergence, convergence essentially means the integration of computers and telecommunication technologies. Simply described, it means combining the functions of these two technologies or systems into a single product. So the combination or convergence covers both hardware and software components, resulting to the use of other technologies in other areas or industries once never considered impractical for computers. So in some industry circles, convergence is also taken to mean multimedia, as in the case of the integration of voice, data, audio, and video into a single device or service. More recently, some business organizations and analysts use convergence to describe the merging of wireless communication with the internet, leading eventually to remotely or wirelessly controlled internet enabled appliances. Now, so this is an illustration of the network and media convergence. So figuratively, convergence is explained in the diagram that will be shown here, that I will be discussing after this slide. So as shown in this figure, ICT provided an opportunity and medium for various electronic gadgets to see and understand each using wire and wireless links up. So the diagrams shown in this and the figure after will show not only link up amongst various technologies and devices, but more importantly, the concept of global connectivity, in effect making the world too small or borderless, thus making organizations around the world accessible at fingertips or simply mouse work at astonishing speeds and convenience. So the fusion of computers with telecommunication technologies, most particularly the use of the fiber optics and satellites, as well as the other high-end technologies, allows swift transmission of data or information, allowing real-time business transactions on a global or worldwide, thus resulting to the so-called borderless world. So this image illustrates the digital convergence uniting various media app available on common carrier. So a while ago, 'di ba, binanggit nga natin kaganina that when we say convergence, other called it multimedia in terms of combining different forms of media such as the film, the video, voice, data, and documents. And with the concept of convergence, these are interrelated, interconnected to create a global information infrastructure. So let's see the impact of ICT in industry and business. So the enormous powers and capabilities of recent models of computers and the availability of commercial software for various applications have given rise to the popularity of the use or adoption of ICT in general in various sectors of the economy. The wide range of technologies available nowadays has given so much impact in the industry at large and the business community in particular. So for some businesses, ICTs have changed the conduct of the business, resulting to business closures for some and new challenges, as well as immense opportunities for many. So in the view of Scholtes and Sumner, the level of impact of information and technologies appeared to be a three-tiered scenario covering the industry level, the firm level, and the strategy level. So Sommer and Scholtes summarized the impact of ICT as shown in this table and elaborated here under. So they also theorized that the industry level impact of ICT has resulted to changes in terms of the products and services, production economics, and markets. So with the use of a variety of ICTs in the various industry, a variety of products and services was introduced, resulting to substitutes and displacements among traditional business concerns. So given the level of productivity and efficiency at which modern technologies and systems provide, as well as applicability of, economies of scale theory and optimal production cost greatly changed, resulting to competitive advantage rather of technology conscious business concerns. So necessarily, so this scenario has further resulted to changes at the market levels, both to the supply and demand side. So the firm level impacts on the use of ICT are on offshoot or driven by changes at the industry level, which every business organization has to face or live with if only to be competitive or at least to survive. So at the firm level, competitive forces referred to in the Porter's business competition level has become an important consideration for business strategies to face the level of competition in the industry or sector each business belongs. So, for the buyers, the option to do canvas or buy online, as well as the speed at which potential buyers can access a variety of sellers worldwide, is something that has somehow threatened or scared of traditional businessmen. So at the level of suppliers, the use of ICT has given rise to a new breed of producers or suppliers, which can threaten their existence. So moreover, the use of ICT has resulted to research and development efforts that resulted to new products and services so advanced and meaningful in utility or value to consumers, some of them coming in as substitute, hence driving some other businesses to extinction. Furthermore, the use or adoption of ICTs has given rise to opportunities to new entrants in the industry, and given the offensive strategies and a variety of marketing efforts they do is something that is disturbing. to the competitiveness and viability of all guards in the business. And finally, the level of rivalry within the outside and within and outside the industry is getting fierce and sometimes at cutthroat levels, all because of the advent of computer or ICT based business level strategies, which some business managers have skillfully used to their advantage, as others seems to be less concerned about it. So as I have discussed a while ago, so there are the three level effect of information technology. From the industry level, the information technology changes an industry's products and services, production economics, and the markets. While in the firm level, information technology affects key competitive forces, buyers, substitute products, suppliers, new entrants, rivals, and in the strategy level, information technology supports a firm strategy, the low-cost leadership, the product differentiation, and markets specialization. Now, in the impact of the use of ICT felt at the industry and firm level, further transcends or slides all the way to the business level strategies and further all down to the functional and operation strategies of many business concerns. So let's say, for example, for instance, the uh, the economies of scale and best or optimum operating system, ICT can provide results to a choice of marketing strategy options, particularly the idea of low cost leadership as a business level strategy. The flexibility that some production system and technologies use in conjunction with ICTs, which can lead to production differentiation option as another form of business level strategy. Or the tandem use of ICTs and modern engineering technologies can lead to market specialization options like focus or niche strategy. So in a more specific terms and operations, at the business level, use of ICTs translate to changes in the way work is done at the workplace or workstation as exemplified by the situation shown in this table. So you will see the type of impact and the how information technology is used. So for products and services, computer-based word processing and typesetting is the way how ICT is used. In terms naman of the production and production economics, nationwide nationwide inventory tracking. In markets, ATMs or the automated teller machines and point of sale systems are examples of that.